Hello, welcome everyone. So happy to be back with you for my weekly Priestess Leadership Transmission. My name is Lisa Espinosa. If this is your first time here, it's such a delight and joy to be here with you. So every week we gather together to remember, right? To remember your priestess path, to heal anything that needs to be healed so that you can rise up, so that you can be of service in the way that you're meant to be. So if you are here live, I would love to see well, I can't see, but if you can share your name or where you're from, that would be lovely. So if you're new to my work, I am a modern day priestess and spiritual career coach. These teachings, these weekly offerings are based on my upcoming book, Priestess Rise Up, which I want to show you the cover. Priestess Rise Up. There it is. Hello, Destiny. Hello, Maureen. And I was really guided to look at the cover today because the way this cover came about, and I realized that once I published a book, there is a possibility that the cover might change. But in the meantime, or not, it might be the same. But when I worked with the artist on this cover, it was such an intuitive process. I knew I wanted there to be a woman in the front cover, but I wasn't sure. I trusted the artist, and we kind of came. It started to be revealed together, and so it was so beautiful that this woman, she's sitting on that infinity symbol, and notice all the flowers, right? Everything that's radiating from her, like all of that, and then this butterfly that's right on her womb area. And then I don't know if you can tell, but there's a turtle on one knee and a moon on the other knee. And of course, her crown chakra is open. And so I knew that this image was important because of the way it came forward. It wasn't like it's like she wanted to represent this book. And so I also know that the cover is a form of like activation and portal. And so we're going to play with this today together in a special meditation, which some of you have done some version of this with me before. I usually focus on the infinity symbol that she's sitting on. And although we're going to do that today as well, we're going to focus also on all of those flowers that are radiating from her, all of that beauty that's coming forth. Okay? So I just wanted to give you a little heads up of what we're going to do. And so the reason, why is it important for us to gather as priestesses? It's important because there have been so many lifetimes where we haven't been able to do that, right? It hasn't been safe. And so now we're here to rebirth, resurrect the temples that are not just ancient, but the ancient and future temples of the priestess. And the calling that came to me with this book was the signature of being a priestess of unconditional love. That is the blueprint of this particular priestess path. And it's interesting that path of being of service through unconditional love the ego can attack it in two extremes. One, it can attack it in like, oh, that's so naive, that's so woo, that's so like, feel good, like unconditional love, kind of minimize it that way. Or the other extreme, it could go to like, oh my gosh, that's too hard, that's impossible, that's like only for like saints, I can't possibly do that. And notice that this is just our egoic mind trying to distract us from the path because it is so powerful. Unconditional love is what will bring everything back into unity consciousness, into unity that will heal the separation that is the disease of the world. starting from the separation where we believe that we're separate from our creator, that we're separate from the divine. And so make no mistake, this path of being of service through unconditional love is not self-indulgent, it's not naive, and it is absolutely not impossible. It is our birthright. And so when we step into this meditation today, because that's what it's going to be today, it's really gathering together, we're going to activate through this image in the cover with the flowers all kind of coming out of her, right, radiating in her third eye. Look at that, just all of that. We're going to activate the beauty that you are here to birth. What are those flowers, right? What is that light that you are here radiating? That nobody else, you've heard me say this before, nobody else has that. And so rather than analyzing, like thinking like, what's my mission? We're going to step into ceremony with that beautiful priestess on the cover as our guide to just kind of allow whatever beauty is ready to be released, burst forth from us to be released. As we sit on that sacred infinity symbol, which the infinity symbol exists outside of time, that infinity symbol tunes us into the past, the future, in the present moment. Our logical mind cannot comprehend it, which is fine, it's not meant to. And yet it's through this symbol we can enter that place of infinite potential. And so I want to share that in this next month in September, all of these offerings will be on Wednesdays at 2:30 Central Chicago time. I know some of you are somewhere else, but I just wanted to say that I thank you for your patience as I've been trying to find a time that works for me consistently, so that way it is easy for you to remember. But let's go ahead and step into this beauty place. A lot of times on this path of service, we're talking a lot about a lot of ugly things, actually, about lies and untruths and agendas and programming and pain and all of that. And that's part of the conversation. This isn't about hiding from that or escaping that in any way. At the same time, it is essential that we reclaim our power to be in beauty, to create beauty, to birth beauty, to burst forth the beautiful, not because we're burying our head in the sand and saying, oh, I don't want to look at anything ugly, not that way. But the priestess way, which is that we can look, as Jesus, Ascended Master Jesus taught, right? Be of the world, be in the world, but not of it. We can look at all the things in the world that are ugly. There are those times when that is essential. We don't run away from it. We don't hide from it. We don't pretend it's not there. At the same time, we hold a knowing in our heart that it's actually an illusion, that the only thing that is real and true is unconditional love and the beauty that pours forth from it. And so gathering together to step into this field, this vibration of beauty, is revolutionary, is radical, is courageous, is essential. It's actually can become addictive almost to look at the pain. And some people are scared of looking at it, right? So either way is not helpful. So let's go ahead and do that. So I invite you, everyone here live, everyone watching the replay, to visualize yourself sitting on that infinity symbol. You're sitting right at the center point of that infinity symbol, as she is. See? And you're sitting on that infinity symbol. And when you sit on that center point, it's that 0 point calibration. It's that point, that present moment of eternity. And I invite you, as you sit there, to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, that infinity symbol starts to radiate this beautiful pearlescent white light. Pearlescent white light. Pearlescent white light. And that pearlescent white light brings in this beautiful high vibration. It's the vibration of unconditional love. And there's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to analyze. There's nothing you need to figure out. You're just allowing it. You're sitting on that infinity symbol, and it's radiating this, it's tracing the infinity symbol with this pearlescent white light of unconditional love. And as it does that, it starts to immediately dissolve resistance to unconditional love. Perhaps there's parts of you that feel unworthy of it, or there's parts that are just not used to receiving it. Or perhaps you've been practicing this for some time and it just feels so glorious and so beautiful. Or anywhere in between, just sitting on that infinity symbol. And as that happens now, I invite us all to call on that beautiful blue color. It's like your whole space around you is filled with this beautiful blue. It's very soothing, it's very calming. It's also activating in a very gentle way. It's like the most beautiful blue sky. Perhaps you've seen one where you live or on your travels. And so you're sitting on that infinity symbol. That blue color is infusing the room, that blue light. And as you sit, as you are immersed here, start to open up, start to welcome the beauty that is within you to come forth. So just allow it, just welcome it. You don't have to go searching for it. You're just allowing it. You're not blocking it. You're just allowing the beauty that is within you to pour forth. Notice how it does. Notice how it shows up. Is it flowers? Is it different color lights? Is it geometric shapes? Is it symbols? Let's just be in silence together as we allow the beauty that is within to burst forth. And just keep breathing, keep allowing it. Just allow it, don't resist it. Allow it to burst forth. And then notice how it blesses you. Notice how it blesses your surroundings. And notice how it blesses the world. So just let it, just let it, just notice. And just let it do that. Don't hold back, just allow it to pour forth. That infinity symbol still vibrating underneath you. And as this beauty pours forth, ask it to tell you about itself. How is it blessing the world? How can you open to more of it coming forth? Is there anything else it wants you to know? And so just take another moment just to feel all of that beauty that's radiated out, how it's blessing the world, all of that blue light infusing you, and that infinity symbol underneath you. Just feel all of that. And then just coming back to this moment. Coming back to your heart, to the earth. Taking some deep breaths. Maybe some stretches, maybe you drink some water. And I'm curious if you want to share, if you're here live or you're watching the replay, you can share in the comments what was that like for you? I know for me, I saw this like grid work of light going around the world, like to different mountains, like different places in the world. And it was like it was creating this grid work of light. So I was aware of how important it was for me to make space for that to happen. Like how easy it was, but how when we're busy, we tend to complicate things. How it was like, just allow that beauty to come forth. So I don't know how it was for you, but remember that you can continue this meditation on your own. You can kind of check in with yourself and notice as you walk, right? This is walking the beauty way, right? As this is part of priestessing. As you drive, as you walk through your neighborhood, as you go grocery shopping, as you go pick up your kids or go visit or whatever you're doing, that you're just like she is, you're radiating and anchoring in that beauty, that light. And so I'm excited for these upcoming priestess transmissions where I'm going to be sharing more directly from my book. So, this trip to Ireland, as some of you read in my blog, was so powerful and transformative. And one of the messages that really came through when I came back home was that it was time to share more directly from my book. So I will be doing that in these transmissions starting next week. So I'm excited about that, to share that with you. So I want to pull a priestess card for everyone. Not for everyone, for the group. Let's do that. If there's anything you want to share in the chat, please feel free to do that. So let's see, what is the message for you, priestesses? This is from the Priestess of the Light Oracle. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I pulled one card, but there was another one that stuck out. So I'm like, well, let me turn that one over too. This is so perfect. Divine Feminine. Look at the other card. Divine Masculine. That is so, this is one of the things, it's hard to, that I've been really working through. And the way the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine work together with the beauty within, the Divine Feminine, she is our doorway to that beauty within, right? She's that receptive energy, just that allows that beauty to come forth. And then the Divine Masculine, these are both within us. He's the one that then takes action to move it into the world. And so that's the sacred marriage, right? The heros gamos, as they say, the sacred marriage. That is really the foundation of everything, definitely the foundation of the priestess path. Without the masculine, the divine masculine within, we just stay stagnant. We might have wonderful meditations, we might have wonderful visions, but we don't do anything with them. It doesn't change our life. It doesn't change the life of others. And without the feminine, the masculine can just do, and not create any true transformation. So the marriage of both is essential. And look at how powerful that we got both of these cards. So I will be sharing more on this next week in the upcoming Priestess transmissions. Please, you can sign up for the notifications, tell your friends, your pod, if this would resonate with them. And if you're not signed up for my mailing list, do that on my website, lisaespinosa.net. That will be on the link in the comments, because there are so many exciting, amazing things coming up. And I think some of those will really resonate with you. I would love to connect with you more deeply. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. See you next week. Bye-bye.